Hi guys, it's Tracy with This Fun Life, and I'm going to do another prompt. I did skip a couple. It just worked out that way. It's been a crazy weekend. We did our Christmas this weekend, and I worked, during the week, so it's just kind of been a mess. So I skipped the forgotten snacks, which I was going to do pizza spins because those were the ones I liked, and you can't get them anymore. And flip out and press flowers gone wild. I just don't have the bandwidth, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to move on to this postage stamp collage and chubby mushrooms, as you can probably tell here. I kind of was thinking like an envelope or like a pocket tuck, I guess you would maybe call it, but I always like the rounded corners, so I'm gonna do that. I cut this piece of cardstock to 3 inches. So it's just a standard, the 11 by whatever it is, 8.5, I think. And then I just cut it to 3 inches. So it's 8.5 by 3. So what I'm gonna do then is collage with my stamps. I kind of just picked out several of my red and orange, a little bit of brown here and there, to kind of go, wherever on here. So I'm just gonna start sticking those on wherever they go. So anyway, my Christmas was awesome. Spent the day at my son host because he has a large house. I just live in a small duplex, so he has a big house in a town that's reasonably close by, so we just all go there. It was lots of fun. I have 4 grandkids, so they were all there. Everybody seemed, I don't know which way this goes. I think that's Chinese maybe, but everybody seemed pretty happy with the gifts they got. Or at least if they weren't, they didn't tell me. So that's a good thing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Obviously I raised them right. I kind of like this one. So I just ordered pizza and had it delivered to his house because, it's kind of a pain to try and cook at your house and haul that, 25 miles, keep it warm, keep it, all the things. My son and his family are vegetarian, so that's also an issue. You have to make sure you don't have things that are meat in them, and so I was like, just get some cheese pizzas, other pizzas that the rest of us like. So I got like 7 pizzas, so everybody got some extra pizza at the end of the night, so that was also good. I like when you can share the leftovers, and sometimes you just don't feel like cooking when you get home from a big day like that. We had some desserts and so forth, so I think everybody was pretty full and happy to just move on with the day. So then we my daughter and my 2 older grandsons and her fiance left first, and then my oldest daughter and myself stayed, and we watched the Now You See Me first movie, because my daughter and I think are gonna go see I think it's the 3rd one is coming out, so we're gonna probably do that Christmas Day since we won't have anything else to do. We'll just be here, so why not go do something fun? So that's the plan. If it's playing, I'm not sure. Neither one of us are totally sure what's playing, so we'll just kind of play that by ear. But we'll go see a movie on Christmas. And I did get her another gift to open, and it was always our family tradition to, I would make, like, I think they're Pillsbury orange rolls. I would always make them each their own tube of those for breakfast morning, or for breakfast Christmas morning. So that was, I've got those. They're in the fridge waiting to be cooked. So I think we're set. So it should all work fine. Some of these stamps are a little different. I don't know. Oh, that's a gun, I guess. I was like, is that a Hitler? I don't really want a Hitler, although I'm pretty sure one of these stamps had Stalin on them, but I'm not into, I don't know what those people look like, because that's not my country, so I don't know. So I'm kind of hoping I'm not making, bad choices for my stamps. I don't know what any of these say because I don't speak Chinese. Okay, so that works. So I like that. I like that. I was basically just picking these for the color, and what I did was I got these out of at some craft store, or not craft store, thrift store. I bought a book on like it was about postage stamps, and then I just cut out all the stamps with I have a thinning shears that it's actually for for animals, but it's just like a people one. But if you use this in this direction, and instead of just stopping there when you close down on it and pull it out straight, it leaves this edge, with the little teeth marks. So that's what I did, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I think I'm just gonna start putting them on there and not worry about the colors, what color shows where or whatever. Just gonna, because I think that's really what a collage is when you just stick them on there. So that's what mine's gonna be anyway. So oops. So anyway, that's why these all have this writing on the back, is because they're pages from a book. They are not stamps. I do have some stamps, but mostly mine are pretend stamps, and I'm fine with that. Okay. My plan is to put this one short little fat mushroom on the side. I think I'm gonna put that one right there because it'll be covered up anyway. I just want the color. See, this little short fat dude's gonna go right here, so yeah, that'll be pretty much completely covered up, so I'm fine with that. I'm not sure what it is anyway, but it looks like he's some kind of military dude, and I'm fine with that too. Military is good. Everybody needs some. But oh, this almost looks like a stamp, so it might be a real one. don't know. It's an interesting looking one if it is. But says 1923 on it. This said 1950 on the back of it, so oops. So are you guys all ready for Christmas? All your things wrapped and ready? That to me is like the biggest issue for Christmas, is getting everything wrapped and done before. But I did really good this year. I was happy. I think partly it helped to not have to worry about the meal. I didn't have to shop for it. I didn't have to prep for it. I didn't have to cook it. So highly recommend that if you all are, you know, traumatized over your menu. Choose pizza delivered, because it honestly, it wasn't really. I got Papa John's. Oh, I think that's upside down. And it was, I don't know, even with the tip, it was less than $150. And I would normally spend that on a meal for 10 people, 11 people, however many of us there are. I don't even know. So yeah, I was pretty happy with it. And like I said, so much less worry and bother and all the things, that it was for sure worth it. Oh, I think I'll put this one there. So that was good. And it was there right on, you know, right on time. In fact, it got there earlier than my daughter and her fiance and my grandsons got there. They were running a little late, but it was fine. It was just a few minutes, so it wasn't like it was any big deal. And we would have ate if, you know, if they were going to be very long, but they were almost there. They have the farthest to come, so. But it was lots of fun. And got lots of good gifts, and I think they were all pretty happy with what they got. I went a little bit overboard gift-wise this year and gave them a little less cash. So I don't know if that was a good thing or not, but I like them to have gifts to open, especially the kids, but even the adults. I mean, it's just fun to open gifts that you didn't buy and somebody took the time to pick out for you, and, you know, all the things. So it was fun. I think we all had a good time. I know I did anyway. And that's what's important, right? Isn't that the saying, if mama's happy, everybody's happy? So we did that. We watched the show. We came home, I don't know, I think we left there about 7:30, so we were home probably by 8-ish. Take a bit out of that. Down to the mushroom. Can you even tell that? Maybe not, but now I wonder if I have any mushroomy washi tape. I don't think I do. Darn, that is. It's a possibility. I kind of like that, but it's not thick enough. I used to have some washi with like plants on it, but I think they're all colorful, not really mushroomy. That's a possibility. I don't think I have any that look like stamps either. It's too big. Kind of like that. Nah. I think I like these colors better. Maybe this one because it's got a little bit of red in it. Okay. Maybe glue this down first. Across here too. Just a little extra. I always have my TV playing while I'm in here just to, you know, give somebody some extra time on their channel. And I don't even always know who it is or what I'm watching, but it's fun. And it's helping somebody's channel out. This looks like some sort of, I don't know, it's a snowmobile, it looks like, riding across maybe a frozen lake. It's probably, I watch a lot of like people that live in Alaska that, you know, build cabins in the woods and all that kind of thing. So it's probably one of those. That's all right. Sorry, Louisa and Barb. I don't really mean to be taping on your face, but it's too late now. I have little pieces of washi tape on the top of on my shelf that's right above my desk all over the place because I am just too cheap. Not that washi tape's all that expensive, but it's kind of like, I'm not going to throw that away. I might be able to use that little bitty piece somewhere. And so much for my, you know, rounding my corners. Although I can re-round them, but it's kind of funny that I don't. And so glad I inked them and rounded them and not using them for that. I almost like the back better. Pretty plate, but I like green's one of my favorite colors, green and pink. So there's that part. Fairly happy with that. And then I thought what I could do is I have a stamp. I could stamp on the back of this like it was a library card so that people could, you know, check out their mushroom book. But the more I think about that, I think I'm just gonna leave it as a tuck. I guess if they want to put something on the back, they certainly can. But you could also just use it, use it as a journaling space. Okay. So that's it. That's my postage stamp collage and chubby mushrooms. That's a little snug. There we go. That's better. So that's it. That's for today. Postage stamp collage and chubby mushrooms. So thanks for hanging out with me, Tracy, at this fun life. And I hope y'all are enjoying this. I'm having a ball. Like I said, I did have to skip a couple because I just didn't have it in me, but I think I'm back on track. So thanks for hanging out with me. Talk to you later. Bye.